Hey guys, welcome back to YouTube. How are you? I feel like it's been forever. It has been forever for me, believe it or not. Sometimes I shoot a lot of content up front and then I wait a while to shoot more content. So for me, it's actually been quite a while since I've been sitting in this couch right here. But I know for you guys, you just saw me last week, right? I think. Yeah, because I think I released something last week. I release something every week, so you probably just saw me. But for me, it's been a while, so I feel very good to be sitting back here on my couch. You see Darth Vader, he's over there. He's not here anymore because I'm trying to get out the love in the world. I know Vader's all about love too, don't worry. But you know, sometimes I like to just like change up my set a little bit. Got Grogu, got Chewie. And this was a gift from one of my friends right here. This little teddy bear, which I love. He's super soft. And my dog keeps trying to grab him and tear him apart. I got a dog, rescued her from, she was going to be put down. And 24 hours before she's going to be put down, an agency rescued her, a rescue organization. And nobody would adopt her. And I don't know why, because she's so amazing. One of the things the rescue organization said to me is that dogs who aren't like puppies, like brand new puppies, and that have any kind of health conditions, that nobody wants to take them. So shelters will just generally euthanize them because they're unadoptable or considered something like that. So she was 24 hours from being away from being put down, all because she's 2 years old and she had heartworm, which we've now cured. She's got no more heartworm, it's gone. I just had her retested and there's no sign of heartworm at all. And it was a lot to put her through the treatment for heartworm for sure. But it's gone and she's 2 years old and she's still a puppy. My God, man, she's got so much energy and she's such a sweetheart. I love her so much, man. She's so cute. Actually, let me see if I can get her in here. Hang on one second. That was Susie. And Roxanne was over here. She's an English black lab, so you couldn't actually see her. She was on the ground, but I know Susie was over here. Or you might have seen Roxanne's head up against this pillow as she was licking for her treat. I hope she got it. I'm pretty sure she did, because there's slobber all over the couch, so I think she got it. So why did I start talking about Susie? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I don't remember now. It doesn't matter. Anyways, right now I'm about to watch Blazing Saddles. So I've never seen Blazing Saddles. I've always wanted to. I love Gene Wilder. I'm not sure who else is in this. But I know it's going to be a great cast no matter what. I know Gene Wilder's in it. I do know that. But I actually don't know who else is in it. No, I don't know why. But I know it's going to be awesome. And I've been wanting to watch a bunch of old films that I've never seen before. And this is one of those movies. And I love comedy spoof type movies. Like I love the Airplane movies. I love Top Secret. What other movies have I seen? Like Naked Gun I love. Spaceballs is awesome. Robin Hood Men in Tights is great. Let's see, what else? Scary Movie. I love Scary Movie. I love Austin Powers. I love South Park. Team America was hilarious. Three Amigos. Oh my gosh, Three Amigos. That movie is so freaking funny. So yeah, I love these comedy spoofs. I'm super excited to watch this right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all of your support and for continuing to hang out and come back to my YouTube channel week after week and just to support my content. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's go ahead and watch Blazing Saddles together. Are you guys ready? Here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Blazing Saddles. Starring Cleveland Little, okay? His job to Slim Pickens. Is that a real name? Also starring Mel Brooks. Harvey Korman. Oh, wow. And Madeline Kahn. Holy cow, okay. And it's featuring Dom DeLuise. Those are some names I definitely recognize. See how different this is now, where all of these titles, all of these credits are up front now, where movies are so not like that anymore. The credits are hardly ever at the beginning, or if they are, they're very minimal, and they're shown mostly at the end. And here we see a lot of them up front. Actually, that wasn't that many credits up front, but there was still quite a few compared to what we see today. I love that. They go together. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Man, how come I've never seen the guy who plays the sheriff? I don't recognize him from anything else. Why did he not get any acting jobs after this? Or if he did, I don't know of any of the movies that he was in, but I'm just surprised because he's great. I mean, I love him in this movie. they get off their horses and get into a limo or a chauffeured car, right? That's awesome. Yeah, that was really good. I was not expecting so much moronic, so his name is Cleveland Little, okay. I was just not expecting so much moronic, so many moronic characters, but then again, I should have. Mel Brooks. But isn't it just like, I mean, Mel Brooks always makes such crazy movies, he definitely does, and I've seen quite a few of them. Never saw that one, filmed in the Burbank studios. Yeah, I remember I used to work at that studio a lot. It was cool going there every day. You definitely, when I worked there, I remember you would just see random, like, huge celebrities there on the studio a lot, obviously, because they were going to meet with executives, directors, whatever, producers. I remember being on the studio a lot one day, and I was just walking out of the office to go and grab some lunch at the main, like, lunch area. And I ran into Orlando Bloom. And he actually stopped. He was driving his car, and he was in a car full of a bunch of other people. And he was like, "Do you know where such and such is?" And I can't remember what he had asked me, but it was something. And I was like, "Yeah, I do. Just, go down there or whatever." As it was just him. And then who else did I run into while I was there? Oh gosh, so many people. Stephen Yuen from, I know that's not how you pronounce his last name, but from The Walking Dead. God, so many people came into our office too, because they were always reading for, or not reading for, but they were always meeting with the head of our company. And because the company that I worked for is like one of the major producers in Hollywood. They produce like most of a lot of the number one, like the biggest movies that come out. And but there were so many people that came into our office. God, I'm trying to think of who else came in. So many people. Anyways, I can't remember right now, but there were just a ton of people all the time. And it was an interesting experience being there and just seeing all these people come in all the time and meeting with my boss. And it was just, yeah, it was funny. But anyways, so that movie was hilarious. And, you know, when it first starts, it's a little bit like, okay, should I be laughing at this stuff? You know what I mean? It's like, it's just so that, you know, what's happened today in society compared to what, you know, was acceptable in the 1970s is completely different. I mean, just even hearing that word, I was like, oh my God, like it was a little jarring at first for me because I was like, are you kidding me? Seriously? So, you know, as a Caucasian woman, I'm just like, I don't like that, you know, right? When I hear it, when I heard it, but then as the movie progressed and went on, like, I can like see like what they were trying to do, and it was funny, you know what I'm saying? So like, I get it. I get the whole like comedic aspect of this movie. I totally understand that. It's just that you just don't, that's not, I don't know. It's like, can Mel Brooks even make a movie today in today's time? I don't know. But the movie pokes fun at so many great, hilarious things. And just about the moronic activities of human beings in general. And just like how ignorant and just not even ignorance, because ignorance is like something that's like, you get a bit of a pass when you're ignorant, but it's like, just like so just what complete and utter morons, and like just lacking in compassion and just having like no care for anything or anyone other than like the person outside of their own group, like, and just ridiculousness. And and I, you know, I thought it was interesting how they said, we'll let everybody in except for the Irish. Which is like, really? Because I mean, I do know that back in history too, that out of Europeans, that the Irish and the Italians were actually really looked down upon. And they were seen as very, very like low class. And so I do know that. My grandfather told me that. And my grandfather he was like, even he didn't like other European Europeans, like he was all for like Irish, you know. But it's just funny that they brought that up in this movie, because I was told some of those stories when I was younger about my grandpa about how the Irish were really looked down upon by the rest of Europe, most of Europe. So anyways, great movie, hilarious. I'm glad. I know that Blazing Saddles was one of the movies that you guys wanted me to watch. I think it was voted on as one of the movies on Patreon, I'm pretty sure. But so I'm really glad I watched it. I've never seen it before. So there's a lot of these older movies that I haven't seen, which I'm really happy to watch. I've seen so many movies from the 80s and the 90s and then 2000s till now. But there's a lot of movies from like the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s that I have not seen. And so it's cool to be able to watch a lot of these and really get like into that space of like how comedy was back then and how thrillers were back then too. How any genre was back then. You know, I was gonna watch Casablanca tonight, but the thing is I've already seen it. So I was talking to my friend who helps me here on the YouTube channel, Jason, and I was just thinking to myself, you know, we were talking about it, and he's like, "Are you sure? Have you seen this?" And I had to give it some thought. And I was like, "You know, I have seen it." But I thought it was like a 3-hour long movie, and it's not. It's only an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes. So I had to go onto Google and look it up, and I was like, no, I've seen Casablanca so many times. I just thought it was a really long movie for some reason, so I got it mixed up with another one. So we were going through a list of like older movies that I really want to see that I haven't seen, and Blazing Saddles was like the third or fourth one that came up, and I was like, okay, let me watch that one. So I'm really glad I got to watch this. Thank you guys so much for asking me to watch it. Super stoked. I appreciate your suggestions, and I appreciate when you vote on Patreon for me to watch certain movies, you know, older movies that I haven't seen. It's a great experience for me, and I enjoy it. And yeah, I love that movie. Gene Wilder is hilarious. I like how he had like a little co-starring role, you know. The lead sheriff actor was really fantastic, and all the other guys were great. Everybody else who was in the movie was so good too. So that was awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me here to watch Blazing Saddles. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Be safe wherever you are in the world. Have a great day, great night. And thank you so much for coming back and supporting my content. Take care. Lots of love. Yeah, we never liked those, the ones that keep us grounded.